for joining us tonight at the His Story channel. Tonight, we have a very interesting story to share with you about a holy man named Sri Sathya Sai Baba. Sathya Sai Baba recently left his physical form, and yet his followers around the world say they continue to feel his presence and his love now more than ever. We begin our report tonight by taking a look at a phenomenon that has been occurring worldwide. Miracles and instances where Sathya Sai Baba, or Swami, as he is lovingly called, has shown his presence and indications that he is still amongst us. The first miracle that we will look at tonight is a picture at the Super Specialty Hospital in Puttaparthi. Heaps of vibhuti has emerged from this particular picture of Sai Baba in the orthopedic wing of the hospital, reminding devotees of his omnipresence and omnipotence. The next miracle has actually been caught on video. Less than a week ago, during the bhajans inside Kaluwanth Hall, a garland that had been hung in the Mahasamadhi began to sway. It swayed not for a few seconds or a couple of minutes, but for over half an hour as bhajans were sung. If you watch the video carefully, the garland can be seen on the left side of the screen, swaying back and forth. Closer inspection of the area around the garland after bhajans showed that no AC, breeze, bird, etc. was present to cause the garland to sway for over 30 minutes. Devotees of Baba call this a true miracle. These kinds of miracles and manifestations have also been seen throughout the world in homes of devotees, Sai centers, and more. Devotees say that their Swami is with them now more than ever. In fact, right here in Southern California, it has been reported that the presence of Sathya Sai Baba has been felt amongst his devotees in various locations. Some say they feel his presence during service activities or at work, and others say they connect with him through music or when surrounded by nature. The His Story channel has done a thorough investigation of this phenomenon. We are joined now by one of our reporters in Southern California.
I'm here with Dr. Sumati and Supriya Babaseri. They're both inspired by Sai Baba, and we're at the clinic. We're going to just ask them a couple questions to see what we can learn from them. What inspired you to do service?
For us, it's Swami. His whole life, his whole mission. That just really, I want to be like that.
Like the perfect example. I always hope that Swami is using me as an instrument to kind of give his love through me to the patients and help them. So it's a very humbling experience.
And also I think that a lot of times, like Swami has said himself, that more than the medicine that doctors prescribe, it's always like the demeanor of the physician, the patient-doctor relationship that kind of does a lot of the healing. So, it's quite important for, physicians to be just very happy, pleasant, and very be positive about the patient's diagnosis, the outlook, and things like that, and kind of like make sure that they have a optimistic type of understanding of their disease, what they can do. And I think that does a lot of the healing apart from the medicine.
Mm-hmm. And even in challenging situations where you're dealing with a code blue or a rapid response where patients are kind of in a very difficult situation, mm-hmm. You're asking for help. I like to call it code orange, and feel that Swami is like the most immediate response, and if
so code orange,
I can call him and I know he'll respond immediately, and that gives me the confidence, and even for everyday life.
Thank you so much, and for now, that'll be all.
Thank you, Linda.
Back to you.
Thank you, Linda, for that very insightful report. It seems that many devotees experience Sai Baba and his love through acts of service. It is also important to note at this point that doing service is just as meaningful to children, as we recently learned while conducting interviews at a Satya Sai organization vision camp.
Sairam, I'm Sai Krishna.
Prashila, Dylan, Alicia,
Malav,
Krista.
And today, on this beautiful day, we're here at St. Martha's for a vision screening camp.
My job is a runner, and I'm basically transferring patients from a waiting room into a doctor's room where they will get their vision checked, or they will be provided with prescription glasses, or be diagnosed for vision problems.
What's nice about service is that you can help other people, and even if it might seem like a little thing you're doing, it actually makes a difference in their lives.
I try to see Swami in everybody, and so I try to be nice to everybody, and so I try to see Swami in all these people out here. And yeah,
it makes me feel pretty good helping these people. I get a feeling inside, it makes me feel closer to God.
The more people you serve, the better you feel about yourself and helping others, and just spreading the love and the message of Sai has been a lot of fun today.
So Swami always said service to man is service to God, and serving these people out here, it gives me a chance to serve God.
I am being given an example of how we can put Satya Sai's message of love all, serve all into action, and I've been overwhelmed with this joy of feeling how happy I am when I'm able to help these people. Or
it gives me a feeling that just brings me closer to Swami and makes me really delighted to be a part of what he has done to my life.
Sai Baba says, if you lift your hand to help, to serve, to console, or to encourage another man, you are lifting it for God, because in every man is God. We'll be back right after a message from our sponsors.
Thank God it's Friday. There's nothing to do around here. I'm so bored. Alright, maybe I should do something for myself. What are some places I can go to make myself happy?
I have found many ways that you can be happy. Pedicure, manicure, hair salon, shopping, shoes, jewelry, dresses, mall.
What an amazing day! Look at all the shopping I did! Oh, this feels so good. I can start wearing all of this tomorrow. There's something's still missing. So what is it? What is missing? I just want to be happy. A new phone? Not iPhone? What are some places I can go to make myself happy?
I have found a way to make you truly happy. Serving your fellow man. Trust me on this one.
Wow, that was amazing. I feel so happy just going for the service today. Whoever thought just going and cutting vegetables and serving food to people can make you this happy? And I'm more than happy. Oh man, the smiles on those people's faces. All I wanted to do was be happy today. That's all I asked for. Yeah, shopping for myself was good. It was fun. You know, doing my hair was fun. But doing something for others? I didn't know it would ever feel this way. It just makes me want to go back and do this even more. Wow. I mean, whoever thought just simply cutting vegetables and serving food would make us this happy, right? I mean, all that shopping, yeah, but this is just something else.
Not iPhone. Get rid of the I and change your world.
Welcome back. Our in-depth look at Sai devotees feeling Swami's presence in their own unique ways brings us to our next guest. Sai Baba says, let your whole life be a spiritual song. Believe that God is everywhere, at all times, and derive strength, comfort, and joy by singing His glory in his presence. Eon is a musician and a longtime devotee of Satya Sai Baba, and tells us that his personal journey beyond the form involves connecting with Sai Baba through music. We were able to catch up with Eon and ask him a few questions.
Sairam, my name is Eon Birchman. It's an honor for me to have this opportunity to speak about my life and my connection with Swami. I was born into a family, Sai devotees actually. When I was 3 years old, I went to India with my mother and father, and that was my first contact with Sai Baba. I was definitely influenced by my father, who was a songwriter. He was always playing music and playing with other people. He played in a band called Shanti with a tabla player named Zakir Hussain way back in the day, and I was just always drawn to the instruments and the sounds and the electronics and the technology. I just loved to tweak things. They used to call me Knobananda because I'd go and start turning knobs and stuff. When I was about 8 years old, my mom got me a guitar, and she told me that I was going to play this guitar and that was going to be the instrument that I would learn, and that's what I would do for a living. And it was kind of a big, it felt like a big imposition and a big responsibility, so I had definitely some reluctance to playing the instrument. I started taking lessons and then learning a few songs, and once I started learning some songs, I just began to really enjoy the sound of the guitar. Music has been something that I've always strived to be able to play what I hear, and I've always thought it would be the ultimate state to be able to play without any kind of thought going on, just a direct stream from God right through my instrument without any interference. And so that's always been kind of an ideal and a goal for me to be able to do that. And it seems like an ideal because I think God is here all the time, and whatever we do, whether we have our mind focused on it or we have no focus on the analysis of it or anything, is all God anyway. So I think from that standpoint, I think I am blessed that I'm able to do this and that God is working through me. I'm drawn to Swami and his message, and that's it, really. I mean, his leelas and his manifestations are things to me that I mean really show me that there exists an energy and power beyond the physical level, and it confirms that, which is, I think, important to many people, when they see that. So that's definitely important in Swami, and but his message is just, basically just that we are embodiments of love. Is just saying it is one thing, but actually feeling it and having that experience, and that's something that I hope to have a good taste of. I've had a little tiny glimpses of that. Whenever I go and experience different things in life that I want to experience, I always come back to being with myself and experiencing that, it just seems to be the most rewarding and just the most enriching place to be. So it's always, it's something that I just want to keep growing in my life, this experience with being with myself, and it's really beautiful, and I love to be with all my side family and friends, and it just really is, to me, it's just I just love it. Everybody is so kind, and it's great. I mean, it's an honor for me. So thank you, everybody, for being in this life, and thank you for allowing me to be here with you.
Thank you, Yon, for your fantastic insight and for sharing your music with us. Coming up, some interesting thoughts and insights from a local devotee of Satya Sai Baba. We will be back after these messages.
Is traffic getting worse and worse? Is your work piling up with no end in sight? All the new technology making you crazy? Frazzled by noisy children? Does it seem like you're always at the end of the longest line?
Do these situations sound familiar? Are you frustrated at being frustrated? Annoyed at being annoyed? Does life never seem to give you a break? Well, then patience is for you. Use patience in any of these familiar situations, and you will find yourself calmer, more relaxed, and much more composed. Use patience and watch these problems change before your very eyes. Patience makes any stressful situation better by letting you handle it with equanimity and grace. Patience has worked for millions of people around the world, and now it's available to you through this very special offer. Patience can be yours for one easy payment of $0 and 0 cents, followed by 3 easy payments of nothing. Order now in the next 90 minutes and get perseverance and purity in this bonus combo divinity pack, all absolutely free. Call now for this double your money back guarantee.
For those of you with an active lifestyle, Patience is also available in wristband form for your on-the-go needs. This is not a limited time offer. Side effects may include peace, contentment, calmness, forbearance, tolerance, hope, optimism, happiness, and a good night's sleep. If you observe any of these symptoms, please continue to use in increased doses. Patience is made of 108% all-natural organic ingredients and needs no preservatives or additives. Patience is eco-friendly and fully reusable. No people, plants, or animals were injured or harmed by Patience.
And we're back. Now, some words from devotee Michael McCarthy of Southern California. He will share with us some thoughts on experiencing Satya Sai Baba throughout his life.
Michael D. McCarty, storyteller and Sai Baba devotee. Well, Baba hooked me up. 30 years ago this year, in 1982, I was traveling around the world and I first heard about him in Sri Lanka, and I was mildly intrigued. And then I went to India, and the more traveling I did in India, the more intrigued and excited I became. And then I remember reading a book about him, the first book about him, on my way to Prashanti Nilayam, and I was excited about the things I was reading with Sai Baba and his message. I had experience of Baba before I knew even of his physical form. 10 years before I met him, he had saved my life while I was in Chicago and didn't know anything about him. It was just a voice that came in my head that alerted me to some danger on a couple of occasions. And when I first came to Baba, I immediately got that he was more than that body. In fact, the first person who told me about Baba told me that Baba will attract you to the form to take you away from the form. So I immediately got that. So I experience Baba now the same way that I experienced Baba then. He's always with me, he's always around me, he's always guiding and directing me and looking out for a brother.
Thank you very much, Michael.
Jai Sadaf.
We will now switch gears a little and focus on the one place where millions from around the world flocked to see Satya Sai Baba's physical form, Swami's abode, Prashanti Nilayam. A lot of speculation has been going on in regards to what it is like there now that the physical form is no longer in Prashanti. Tonight, we have with us a devotee that has just returned from Puttaparthi. Arvind Muthukrishnan will share with us his experience and thoughts on life in Parthi after the Mahasamadhi. Arvind, welcome.
Sairam.
Arvind, thanks for being with us here tonight. Let's begin with a little bit about your background with Sai Baba. How did you come to Swami?
I came to Swami in the year 1986. My dad's assistant introduced my dad to Swami, and then we became Sai devotees. There was an interesting thing that happened in a few months that strengthened our faith. So one day, it's the night time, I was playing with a packet of herbal powder. They applied on the head, and my mom said not to play with it, but I was playing with it. And what happened was suddenly the packet burst, and all of the powder went into my eyes. And when it goes into your eyes, it really burns, and the whole packet went into my eyes. So my dad kind of panicked, and he took me to the restroom. And then, like in India, we have buckets filled with water. So he dipped my head into the bucket, thinking the powder will be dissolved in the water. But instead, it became a paste, and my eyes were stuck. And they took me to a doctor, but I don't think anything worked. And I was kind of blind for a week. I wasn't very upset, but because I was missing school for a week, and my dad was buying candies every day, so that was good for me. But for a week, it was like that. I couldn't see, and someone has to take me everywhere. And even if I had to go to the restroom, my mom has to take me, or my dad has to take me. So one day I said, I'm going to go to the restroom because I can feel my way around. I don't want anyone to help me. So then I was going, and when I go, I had to pass through the kitchen to go to the restroom. So at that time, my mom was preparing prasadam, Swami's prasadam, and my dad was in the puja room. So I went to the restroom, and then on my way back, I was like taking slow steps. I accidentally stepped into the prasadam, and instantly I opened my eyes. I didn't know why I did it. I opened my eyes, and I could see. So, and then I was running around the house like, I can see. I remember this because my brother's friend was there, and my dad was in the puja room, and this strengthened our faith even more.
Let's talk about Baba and Puttaparthi. How many times have you visited Puttaparthi?
I've been going to Puttaparthi for 26 years now, so I've lost count. But each time I go, I'm really excited. I feel more at home at Puttaparthi rather than my home, because I feel Swami is my mother and father. I feel like, what's there is mine too. And I love the morning darshans, and I love to be in Puttaparthi, totally unaware of what's happening outside. And when I come back, I always feel energized and refreshed. And I always love that feeling.
So you had been going quite a bit before Swami left his physical form. I understand you recently went to Puttaparthi after the Samadhi. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, we went for the birthday in 2011. The young adults went as a group. We were planning this for a while. The young adults went to Swami and asked permission to come. And Swami initially said to come in July or August. And then later he said, ask the young adults to come for my birthday. So we went as a group for his birthday.
Why did you decide to go?
I wanted to go. I never been to Parthi as a group, so as part of a group. So I wanted to go and have darshan of Swami, and especially for on his birthday. And then Swami passed away, so I was wondering if I should go. I don't know how I'll feel. Then after a few months after Swami passed away, I had a dream. So it's Kulvanthal. Swami is sitting in his chair, and there's one person, and there's me. And then Swami didn't have a happy face, but he was saying to me, not to me, in general, he was saying, I'm still here, but no one is coming. So that was a very powerful dream, because after he passed away, I didn't know how to react and like what to do. But since Swami said that he's still here, then I felt that I need to go, and that's why I went.
What was the experience like?
It was pretty good. Initially, I was skeptical. I didn't know how it would be, like now Swami is not there. But I do feel like Swami is really there. His presence is there. You can feel the divine vibrations there, and it's really good. Initially, when I wanted to go into the Kulwanthal, I didn't know how I will react. But it has the same feeling. It's the same thing. The only difference is, before like we need to go into the Kulwanthal, and we wait for Swami to come out, and then Swami comes and then goes. Now Swami is there in Kulwanthal 24/7, and we just go in and come out. So Swami is still there, and it was pretty good. And after a week too, whenever I go to Parthi and I come back, I feel energized. Even this time, when I went to Parthi and I came back, I felt much better. I was at peace, and at the end of the trip, I didn't even want to leave Parthi. I didn't even want to go to my hometown. I wanted to stay in Parthi. I loved it so much.
Arvind, thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing your experiences with us.
Thank you, sir.
We will be back after these very important messages.
Sindhu, are you ready for the journey? What journey? The journey beyond the form. Now that Swami has left his physical form, we must ready ourselves for the journey beyond the form. We need to start experiencing and connecting with Swami in different ways. And in order to prepare ourselves for that journey, we need the Journey Beyond the Form Kit. What's the Journey Beyond the Form Kit? The Journey Beyond the Form Kit is filled with items to make your journey easier. It's filled with items like a flashlight of illumination. The flashlight of illumination also comes with the moral compass built in to tell the difference between right and wrong. Glasses so you can see Swami and everyone. Hi! Hello! A map for all the important places like Seva City, Loveland, Budgenville, and Downtown Discourse. Downtown Discourse. Oh! Words of Swami to guide you. Gloves to do seva. A mirror for self-reflection. Headphones to hear Om. A bad company radar to always tell if bad company is near. A string to tie around your finger to always remember God. A heart full of love. And of course, vibhuti. Wow, I totally need to get myself a kit. Everybody does. Are you ready for the journey? Get your journey kit today!
This product has been endorsed for use in Region 8.
Welcome back. As we continue to examine the journey of devotees beyond the physical form of their Lord Sai, we come to the ever-important element of Sai Baba's legacy that goes beyond his physical form. We will now examine the phenomenon of Satya Sai Baba's legacy, a legacy of love that the entire world has been enveloped in, a legacy of compassion that has touched millions of people around the globe, a legacy of service to mankind in the form of education and healthcare. We are now joined by experts that will tell us a little bit more about each of these projects. Let's begin with Sujana. Thanks, Sujana, for being here.
Thanks so much. It's nice to be here. The one project that Bhagavan has tirelessly devoted himself to and personally overseen for several decades is the reform in the field of education. Bhagavan has transformed the lives of tens of thousands of students who enjoy a simple living, high-thinking lifestyle in the pure, peaceful and nurturing environment of Prashanthanilayam. Education is provided completely free of cost from elementary level all the way to PhD.
Inspired by this model, several schools around the world have been established that promote secular education on the foundation of character building. Bhagawan has inspired schools in Thailand, Kenya, and Canada that also provide free education to all students. In addition, Sai spiritual education has shaped millions of lives across the world. SSE and SSEHV classes are conducted on a weekly basis, and many lives have been transformed not only for greatness, but also goodness.
Another important project Swami was immersed in was free hospital care for the neediest of the needy. Swami started off as a small general hospital which grew into 2 super specialty hospitals in Bangalore and Prashanthanilayam. Swami took care of all the needy people with free medical care, with countless physicians and a lot of volunteers who contributed to make Swami's mission successful.
Inspired by Bhagavan, hospitals have even sprung up in Chennai and Rajkot. In addition, Bhagavan's mobile hospital travels far into the villages of India to provide health care to people who have no access at all to medical care.
So there you have it. It is quite apparent Satya Sai Baba may have left his physical form, but his presence is felt very much, both here in Southern California and around the world. He has left us a legacy of his love, a love that has touched each one of us. Sorry, teleprompters, need them. A love that has touched each one of us. Nope, still. A love that has touched each one of the many guests that has been with us here tonight, as well as millions of others around the globe. His mission of serving others continues to live on through his schools, hospitals, and countless numbers of service projects worldwide. Satya Sai Baba may have left his physical form, but his presence and love is embedded in every smile, every soul, and every heart around the world. Thank you for joining us tonight on the His Story channel. We conclude the evening with some words of Swami to carry with us as we begin our own journeys beyond the form. Good night.
కనిపించదేలకు అందు జనులు.
You cannot see me, but I am the light you see by. You cannot hear me, but I am the sound you live by. You cannot know me, but I am the truth by which you live. When we talk of God, we should know that God has no birth. Birth is only for the body. A body which is born has to die. But God is above birth and death. He has no beginning, no middle, and no end. He is neither born nor can he be destroyed. He is present everywhere in the form of God.
You can never grasp the strength of this superworldly bond that ties you to me.
కనిపించదేలకు అందృజనులు పాలయందున్న వెన్నము కోరినంత పొందగలుగుగా.
What exactly is selflessness? It springs from actual experience of devotee, an experience that convinces that all are God's children, that all bodies are altars where God is installed, that all places are His presence.
Your aim should be to see the same God in all the forms that are worshipped, to adore Him in all the names, and to be conscious of His presence as the inner motivator of every living being in every particle of matter. No matter where you go, always know that I will be there, inside you, guiding you every step of the way. In the years to come, you will experience me in my different manifestations of my form. You are my very own, dearer than dear to me. I will protect you like the eyelids that protect the eyes.
Your life is my message. People know me by my devotees.
God is dwelling in your hearts, so the kingdom of heaven is within you.
Love helps you see God in everyone as divine. The universe is not false. It is not a trap. It is the splendor of God, His reflection.
By means of love, one can approach God and stay in His presence, for God is love.
You can find the footprints of God wherever there is beauty, virtue, humility, justice, truth, love, and peace.
I am in your hearts. You are in mine. Don't be misled into doubts and distress.
I am in you. You are in me. There is no distance or distinction.
God can do anything. He has all power in the palm of His hand. My body, like all other bodies, is a temporary habitation, but my power is eternal, all-pervasive, ever-dominant.
I shall be with you wherever you are, guarding you and guiding you. March on, have no fear. Sai Ram.